What's up, dudes? It's Molly. It is 5:47 a.m. Somebody has had the complete death of the ego. I hear the Girl Scout song, make new friends, but keep the old. One is silver and the other's gold. A circle is round, it has no end. That's how long I want to be your friend. Somebody doesn't want to be friends with somebody anymore. They crossed the line. All right, the person who had the death of the ego maybe saw their friend behaving terribly, may have seen that person ego jizz it or something like that. And it was the final straw. I hear it's the final countdown. Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da. Okay, well, let's see what the cards say. What side of the blueberry are you on? What side of the blueberry are you on? Stay true. The need for validation from others is an illusion. You are not responsible for how others perceive you, but it is your responsibility to stay true to yourself. Somebody may have witnessed a Jedi crossing over to the dark side. Whenever what side of the blueberry are you on comes up, that's a lesson. So there's a short documentary, short film that Spirit wants us all to watch. I hear there is enough room on planet Earth for everyone. And we have to be very aware when a group of people says another group of people cannot exist. I hear same page, different book. What side of the blueberry are you on? So that documentary is called The Unbearable Lightness of Being a Nazi. And the whole gist of it is the Holocaust Museum got sent a photo album of a bunch of Nazis partying. And there's this specific picture of all these Nazi bitches. Where does the line of culpability start and stop, I hear? These Nazi chicks, all at their party, outside their picnic, eating blueberries, shoving blueberries in their pig mouths, crying, one is making a crying face because she's out of blueberries. Meanwhile, right down the road, people are getting murdered. It's being willfully ignorant to the truth. It's a stuck-up bitch club. No, we can be here, but you can't. The middle school mean girl, Heather's stuck-up lunch table. Spirit says stay true. Somebody might be moving out of Grossville into Healdville. Okay. This war story, my grandpa fought in World War II. He was an engineer, he came back. My older ancestors would talk with my mother about they would mention the horrible incident in the war. And it was like this vague question mark. And my grandpa came back with, they called it shell shock at the time, but it was super terrible PTSD. A terrible, terrible, terrible alcoholic. Terrible alcoholic. We have some old family pictures where my grandma, who I'm named after, Marcella, I was looking through these old pictures. And back then, to take a picture, you had to get out your camera, you had to put a flash bulb on it, and it cost a lot of money to take a picture. You had to pay for the film and the flash bulb. My mother's family was very, very poor. So my grandma was taking this picture for a purpose. It was my grandpa passed out on the kitchen floor. That's how drunk he was, and my grandma was documenting it. And then I was looking through more pictures. There's another picture of him passed out on the floor. Look at them side by side. Oh my God, he's wearing 2 different outfits. These are 2 different days. Those weren't the only 2 days. Those were the 2 days my grandma had film in her camera. They were pretty strict Catholics. My mother worked at the rectory making dinner for the priests across the way. When my grandpa would get shit-faced, he would go in his old war stuff and pull out this giant Nazi flag he brought back as a war trophy. And then he'd hang it on his porch. And the priest would look out the window, come running out, rip down the Nazi flag, knock on the door, and tell my grandma, put this flag away. Yeah, my grandpa was not a Nazi. He was the opposite. He saw something absolutely horrid. My grandpa might have been a part of the people who liberated a concentration camp. But my grandma had German in her. And my mother said, I never met her. She died before I was born. She spoke with a little bit of a German accent. So here the war is over, and the neighbors see the German lady hanging a Nazi flag. But that's not what it was. Here comes the priest running across the street. Rip it down. Bang, 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 bang. Put this away. What side of the blueberry are you on? Can you eat blueberries and be willfully ignorant that other people are being oppressed? Are you part of that oppression? Are you any part of a group that says, we've decided this particular group of people can't exist? this Nazi energy is always trying to, I see like an oil slick or like quicksilver trying to like collect itself. It's always trying to manifest big giant egos. And then when people are flexing their egos the hardest, Spirit might send in a tower for them. And then they get sent on a brutal spiritual awakening. There is enough room on planet Earth for everybody. There always has been. Beware of people who say this kind of person can't exist. Why? Because we say so. That message is direct from the universe. I just looked up at the timer and it said 11:11. Somebody may say, I don't want to be associated with that. I hear it's a new day. It's a new dawn. How you feeling? The universe, cosmos, nature, world, pregnancy, abundance, creator, almighty. Knock, request, ask, examine, institute, organize, initiate. Spirit wants us all to watch the unbearable lightness of being a Nazi. It's very important we always study the Holocaust, because we can have a same page, different book happening. And that's why we should always learn from history. Always. All right? So I will link that down in the comment section of this reading. The unbearable lightness of being a Nazi. If you don't want to click the link, I get it. I'll put the title too, and you can copy it and paste it into the search, or you can just type in the unbearable lightness, Lightness, of being a Nazi. And then Spirit asks us all this morning, through actions, through inclusion, what side of the blueberry are you on? All right, final message. Father, parent, ancestor, teacher, and boss. Cosmic wheel and reward. Cosmic wheel. New course of events brought on by the divine. Reward. Accolade, compensation, achievement, bonus, fortune, and prize. All right, there's the message for the collective. Have a good morning.